Good morning, Central Florida. Welcome back to another episode of Walk and Talk. Hopefully you are having a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, my name is James Turner. I'm a local realtor right here in Central Florida. So if you need any real estate needs, buying or selling, my links will be down in the description below. But let's get into today's video. And I was thinking about this the other day, and I really wanted to make a video on this. And that is, you need to question everything. Question and verify everything, okay? Now this goes with weight loss, this goes with politics, and this may be controversial, but I think in your job, like maybe question some things, verify some things, okay? But I want to go over an example, and this one's a health example, okay? And so let me do the groundwork, okay? So we have a newborn. We took our 5-month-old. He had to get some shots and do the checkup and do all that good stuff, right? And the doctor, who we've been going to for years, said, okay, we need to start incorporating some food, because he's been 90% breast milk and formula here or there if we don't have enough breast milk or something, right? And so she said, start adding in some rice cereal to his food. Okay, now this is the doctor telling me this, all right? So, okay, in our mind, we got to start adding, food. Okay. So later, this was, a couple days later or whatever, we hadn't added the rice yet, okay? I eat steak, as many of you know who have been following me. I do carnivore, so I eat steak every night, okay? And there's a little bit of butter, like the butter juice. You see my videos, you know what I mean. And so I just dipped my finger in it and I put it in his mouth, and he went crazy for it, was loving it, okay? And my wife's like, what are you doing? You can't give a kid steak, blah, blah. And I said, it's, I'm not feeding him steak, just butter, And I was like, it's not that, it's meat, it's protein, So she was like, well, you show me a video where giving a newborn steak is a good idea. So I said, okay, I'm up for the challenge, right? And so sure enough, I go search YouTube and found a video from a doctor. He's a family physician over 20 years and actively practices, okay? And guess what the video was? Steak should be the first thing you feed your baby. Aha! I got it. So what do? Oh, I'm feeling great now, right? So I click on the video. I'm going to watch this video. I'm going to show my wife, and I'll be right. Because when you're parenting, there's never disagreements about what to do with your kid, how to raise your kid, what to feed your kid. There's never those kind of things, right? Sarcasm. But anyway, so I click on this video, right? And I start watching it. And sure enough, he's going over, why steak should be important, and I'll link that video down below. I encourage you guys to watch it, okay? But the takeaway from the video was he brought up rice cereal. The exact thing I just bought was sitting in the pantry that my doctor said I should add to the video, or to the bottles, right? And I didn't know this. Rice cereal contains arsenic. Yes. And he said you can go to the FDA website and it will even tell you that, 1, it contains arsenic, and 2, you should not feed your baby exclusively rice cereal in the formula because of how much arsenic it has. And if you are going to feed your baby arsenic, to combine it with days where you feed them oatmeal or something else to limit the amount of arsenic you're feeding your child. Okay, let's just break that down for a second. Arsenic is so bad you can't give them to them every day. So limit it so that you can give them less amount of this toxic chemical. Okay. All right, yeah, all that makes sense. All right, now, so I said, okay, let's question this. So sure enough, I went to Google and I put in something to the effect of rice cereal FDA that's pretty much what I typed, right? And I'll find it and I'll link it below too. And I want you to take a look as well. Sure enough, that's what it said. It basically said, and this is FDA.gov, okay? This is the government website telling you, do not feed high amounts to your child, or don't feed it to them at all. So now this all stemmed from, and I have to give my wife credit for this. I wouldn't have known. She told me something. I questioned it. I found a video, okay, that answered the question of whether you should feed steak to your child. Came across this about arsenic in rice cereal. I questioned that. Let me verify this, because the last thing you want to do, men, the last thing you want to do is go up to your wife and say, aha, I got you, and you're wrong. So verify it, okay? Because then you're not telling her she's wrong. You're telling her, this is what I found. That may not be, exactly what you thought, okay? So I went to the FDA website, found this information, and I was like, oh my God, this is crazy, okay? So now I have a video that supports my claim, right? That steak. Now, don't feed steak. There was requirements. They have to have teeth and that stuff. So I'm not saying give your son a ribeye right now. But now the question came, how do I approach my wife with this information, and how is she going to take and respond to this? So that was the next hurdle in this scenario that I had to get over, okay? So I went to my wife and I explained, hey, this is a rice cereal the doctor recommended, and I found some information on the FDA.gov website that said that this contains arsenic, is not good for your child, and they actually recommend not feeding this to your child. Now she was like, wow. And I have to give my wife credit. She was very receptive, because I didn't go up and say, hey, you're wrong. I went up and said, hey, I know the doctor told both of us that this is what we need to do. However, I think we should listen to this information as well and then make an informed decision. So that being said, she watched the video. I pinpointed some things out of the article, and we both came away from like, all right, we don't want to feed this to our child. But then we started to question it even more. What else should we not take and feed our child? And in the video, it lists other things like red 40, okay, yellow 5. So then we started looking at other things that maybe we should not take and feed our children or ourselves, okay? And because the reason why you want to question these things is nobody is like intentionally trying to take in and do harm to themselves, right? No one says, okay, I want to only follow all the absolute worst nutritional and exercise device, information that I can find so I can live the worst life possible. No one says that, right? Just like no one says, hey, I want to take and give my child the absolute least nutrition that I can, the most chemicals so that he can have, every symptom known to man, and the poorest quality of life that I can provide for him. No one takes and says that. You want to do good, but you're only as good as the information that you know. So if this is what you know, you're doing what you feel is the best for your child, but did you verify it? Like, research it. Then this way okay, this is not a good idea, or this is a good idea, and you learn from it and you question, you find out other things. Now also, you maybe want to take and question or verify multiple sources. So don't just take, especially government stuff, don't always just take that as, the government said this, because we all know how that turns out sometimes, right? So my point is, just question everything, verify everything, and take this information and then use it to make informed decisions about whatever you are, trying to accomplish, whether it's with health, whether it's with politics, whether it's relationships or raising a child or building a shed. You can use this on any basically in anything. It's just a good rule to live your life by. So anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you for keeping me company on this walk, and hopefully I provided some information that helped you out in some way, because that is the goal of these videos. And if you want to check out any of the links I'll link the FDA website. I'll also link the video from Dr. Ken Berry that I reference. I highly encourage you to take and check out these videos, but question what I say, question what they say, find out for yourself and make the best informed decision that you can. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Drop a like, subscribe, and let me know something that you didn't know, that you researched and then you found clarification, and did you find out anything else because you did that? So have a great day. I will see you guys in the next video.